Hello everybody, and welcome to my pickup video for this week. I've had a lot of luck at the Goodwills past couple weeks. I also went to MagFest this past week as well, so I'll show that stuff off at the end. Not really too much there. That's actual video games. I bought a lot of, shirts, posters type of stuff, but I did get some video games while I was there. But first I'll start off with some things that I got from... Actually, one thing that I got at Best Buy, and this was from last week. I got Brutal Legend for the Xbox 360. I still have it sealed up and everything. This was $2.99 last week, I believe. Last week or the week before, not too sure. But I've been holding off on this for the longest time. I've seen it on sale many of times for $10, $5. I figured $2.99 now's the time to jump on it. So I've heard good things about it, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. Next up, I got from Cool Stuff. It shows these things off. Now, I got Duke Nukem Forever, PS3. Now, I bought this the day I went to MagFest as a last minute thing. I went over to Cool Stuff. They had this for $3.99. I needed something for John St. John. He's the voice of Duke Nukem, if you didn't know. He was at MagFest. Fortunately, I didn't get him to sign it like my plan was. So, I just have a copy of Duke Nukem Forever. Maybe I'll hold it for next year for MagFest. We'll see. Next up, everything here, before I get to the MagFest stuff, everything's from Goodwill. I'll start with, let's see, oldest stuff. Actually, so this one day at Goodwill, I was at the one that usually doesn't really, have anything too great. So I was looking around. I found a bunch of DS games, Brain Age and Big Brain Academy, some like aquarium game. Anyways, DS games are always marked, for at least $5. So I decided to pass on those. But I did find this copy. It's a Legend of Zelda, the Collector's Edition guide for all 4 games that were in the Collector's Edition. So I was walking around and I was like, maybe, this is probably all I'm going to find this day. And I see this Ziploc bag, and I went past this area at least 2 or 3 times, and it just looked like wires. So I actually picked it up and I was looking around at it, and it turns out that it was actually a Sega Genesis 3. Now I did get controllers with it, and I did get both the cables for it, and it is working. Yeah, Genesis 3 in there that I almost missed out on. So definitely check, especially if you're, in the section where video games usually are, and you see a bag of stuff, just look through it. You never know. But with it, I got some games as well. I won't show off the controllers and the cables because I haven't plugged in. I was playing it earlier today. But I got, let's see, 7 games with it. I got Sonic the Hedgehog. I got Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Got Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I got Sonic and Knuckles. The only box game in there was Aladdin. Just a box with no manual. And then these 2 are definitely the best 2 in the bunch. I was definitely happy to get these. Gunstar Heroes, which if you haven't played this game, awesome. If you have a Genesis, this is a must-have for Genesis. This game's great. And then I also got Contra Hardcores, which is a pretty rare game. I believe this is the only Contra game that they made on the Sega Genesis. But not bad. That bag was marked for $9.25 for the system, the 3 controllers, cords, and then 7 games. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, I'm glad I found it. Next up, I got, this was the day after that, at the same exact Goodwill. I go in there, and the little carts that they roll out with a bunch of new stuff they haven't had time to put on the shelves yet. I see Nintendo. Horrible way to show it off. We got a Nintendo. I didn't have the cables with it, but I have tested it, and it is perfectly fine. It's like a tiny bit yellow on the front there, but plays games like amazingly. Like, I don't even have to blow in the carts. Like, it worked right from the get-go, which is awesome. So that's really cool. Got that with it. I also got the gun with it, and I got 2 controllers. And stuff in here. Also in there, it didn't come with it, but I'm pretty sure it was probably the same owner. They just didn't package it with it. I got a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. Yoshi. Circus Caper. And Legacy of the Wizard. So nothing too awesome there. I of course already have Super Mario Bros. 3. The other ones I know they're pretty common titles, but they're $1.25. And anytime I see a Nintendo game that's $1.25 and I don't own it, I'm gonna buy it. Also next to those was a copy of Super Bowling for the SNES. Still in the box. Everything's in here, which is really cool because this one actually had a sticker on it from Movie Time, which was a local video store. My area that I used to go to all the time, so I thought that was really cool. I'm actually going to keep the sticker on there because that place was always really special to me. Also, and this was the day after that, I go back to that Goodwill, and I had more luck. Now I had 3 other games as well, but I don't have them anymore. I've already resold them because I already had them. I got Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I had a Mario Kart Double Dash, and then I also got Mario Sunshine. They're all complete. There were scratches on those discs, except for Wind Waker was pretty good condition. But with it, the one that I actually kept, that I needed for my collection, I've been wanting for a long time, was Zelda Collector's Edition, which 2 days before, I got the guide for it, so pretty cool. I don't know if that's just a weird coincidence or not, but that's pretty awesome, and it is complete, and the disc is in perfect condition. And I was really happy to get this. Like I said, I've been wanting one of these for a long time. It's really cool to get that. These GameCube games are actually from yesterday. I picked these up. I got Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. That's complete. I got Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Complete. Disc is flawless. It is the player's choice, but I don't have this game, so pretty awesome there. And then I got Mario Party 7, complete. Just arguably the worst Mario Party of the bunch, but I don't have it, so I had to pick it up. So that's pretty cool. There. So that's everything I've got from the Goodwill past couple weeks. Next up, I got some stuff from MagFest. Now, there were a bunch of different vendors at MagFest, a bunch of different, video game stores, had booths set up and everything like that. Of course, they were horribly overpriced, ridiculously overpriced. It made me miss cool stuff quite a bit. But, I mean, copies of Mario Sunshine for $40. Wind Waker was like $80. Ridiculous, just ridiculous prices all around. So the stuff I just got some NES games here that I found at some tables that weren't even really advertising video games. They were mostly selling, like, paintings and like T-shirts and stuff, and just somebody just randomly set up a box of, you know, NES games. So I just kind of picked through and got stuff that I didn't have. So nothing too special here. This is from a collection of, you know, a bunch of different tables. Here I got, let's see, I got Rad Racer, Rad Racer 2, Mission Impossible, I got Total Recall. It's crazy that somebody actually spent $10 on that at one point. I got Cool Spot. I got Iron Sword. Pinball. Track and Field 2. Golf. Friday the 13th. Captain Skyhawk. Trojan. And the last one here I actually got from the Game Chasers. A couple of these games, like I can't remember which ones in that pile I got, but I bought some from them as well. But Game Chasers, of course, is a YouTube channel. On you know, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. You should definitely check them out, though. One of the best video game shows on YouTube. I'm wearing their shirt, obviously. Cool guys there. But I got Ninja Gaiden from them, and I got them to sign it. I thought it was really cool. The stuff that they were selling were all things that they found at Goodwills too. So I thought that was really cool. And they threw in, I don't know what baseball game this is, but yeah, shout out to Billy for hooking me up with the free Genesis game. But really awesome guys. Definitely check out Game Chasers on YouTube. It's a really awesome show. And actually, at one of the vendors, guy had a video game store way back. I guess I went out of business, so he had a bunch of stuff he was trying to, you know, sell. And the Game Chasers were actually at the table, and I see a huge crowd around, and they had their cameras with them. I guess they were filming something from the episode, so I figured I'd, you know, come and, you know, kind of just eavesdrop a little bit. And turns out the guy said he had a big box of unopened copies of F-Zero for the Super Nintendo. So I guess, you know, they wanted to put it up on video of him opening it up or whatever, and Billy said that he would buy a copy if the guy had it. So it turns out they did, and the guy had a bunch of them, and I definitely bought one for myself. Got F-Zero here, still sealed, still has the tag on top of it. I mean, this thing's crisp. Sad thing is I've seen some people have already resold them to some of theirs to Cool Stuff, oddly enough. I won't open this thing. I think it's really cool just to get a sealed copy of a Super Nintendo game, and a good Super Nintendo game. I mean, it's not rare by any means, but anytime you see a sealed copy of F-Zero, it's pretty awesome. Sealed copy of any game, actually, you know, Super Nintendo is pretty awesome there. But that is pretty much everything I got from the past couple weeks. Like I said, you know, Goodwills have been pretty awesome lately, so hopefully I'll have another video by next week. I have a bunch of videos from MagFest, just, you know, some of the performances, you know, crazy cosplayers. I mean, this was my first convention I've ever been to, but I want to, you know, make a couple different videos there. I won't upload them to this channel. I'm going to upload them to more of my skit channel. I'll put the link down below. So subscribe to me on there if you haven't already, and check out some of those MagFest videos I'll have out, hopefully, you know, in the upcoming days. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.